Hello students, this is Dr. Fryer. It is Sunday, March the 29th, 2020, and this is our introductory video for this week's project and this week's activities for our computer class. The first thing I want to actually talk about is wellness and self-care. We are all in a very new situation right now. We have not ever done this before as a school. In fact, as a nation and as a world, like no one who's alive today has ever had this kind of situation happen before. And so the most important thing I want to share with you is to take care of yourself and to make sure that you are aware when you feel yourself getting stressed, when you feel yourself getting anxious. I want to encourage you to do something constructive to try to reduce your anxiety and to try to relax. It's been pretty as far as weather. Go out on a walk, be outside. We're out here in the front of our house. We have a little garden patio area here, and we've been spending some time out here. Find a place where you can get away from the news, where you can get away from social media, and just take care of yourself. I would encourage you, if you don't already, to have some quiet time. Okay, it's a time when you can pray, you can read the Bible, you can meditate, you can do all of those things. But that is so important. I'm going to share a link below this video on the comment that you might want to take a look at. You don't have to. It's called Working from Home. And I don't know if any of you saw the new Mr. Rogers movie, but he actually was pretty famous as a children's TV star, I guess. And one of the things that he always did was when he came in his house, he would change his sweater and he would change his shoes. And that kind of signaled that, I guess, he was at home, and he, kind of switched modes. This article because I'm trying to do this stuff too, right? Adjust to what it means to work from home with our whole family here. It encourages everyone to still get dressed like you would for school, even put on your shoes, and to basically try and hack your brain. You are hacking your brain to say, now I'm at school, now I'm working, but that doesn't continue all the time. And so this is going to be, I think, a good experience, but it's also going to be challenging in a lot of ways. So that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. Remember, for our class, any of your work, all your work, can be turned in late for full credit. I want you to just do the work and to be able to do your best. That's the goal, right? So if you fall behind, there's going to be people getting sick. I was actually sick myself this last week. I had to go to the emergency room, and I'm fine. And it wasn't anything to do with COVID-19 or coronavirus. And so anyway, things are going to happen, and I understand that. Remember that you have time to get your stuff in, all right? So here's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to have one required project basically per week. And so this week, we're going to be starting with InfoPics, and I'm going to explain a little bit more about that in just a minute. But each week, we're going to have a required project and then an optional project, okay? Your optional project, and this is all in Seesaw, all right, is going to be to share a little 60-second tour of your learning space. Where are you learning? And you can have somebody, like I'm having my daughter, record this for me with the phone. You can have somebody record for you. You can record it, by yourself. You can use a phone or a tablet. You can use a laptop, but that is optional. You don't have to do that, but that's going to be a Seesaw activity. It'll say optional on the front. But the other thing, before I tell you a little bit about our required project this week, is I am having live office hours every day from 3 until 3:30. And that means that I am in a Google Hangout Meet, and I am just waiting for any of you to come. We had a student come this last week for one of the live office hours, actually on Thursday. If you want to connect, it's a chance for us to talk, to visit with each other, as well as ask me questions. And so just drop in and say hi. Even if you don't have a real specific question, feel free to drop in for the office hours. It is unstructured, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. We can also make an appointment to follow up if it's going to be something that will require a little more time, or maybe we don't want to go into all the details right then, but that'll be the time that'll be for everybody. And actually, when I get questions, I will be adding them to our website. So one of the links that I'll be putting below this video also is to our website and a frequently asked questions place. And so that is something for you to check out as well. Okay, let's talk about our project this week. This week, you are going to do an InfoPic project. And we have been talking in class about how different people want to hack our minds, right? An advertiser who has, we talked about this at the movie theater. You see that, remember they went to the movie theater. Oh, that was wonderful, wasn't it? Thankfully, we got lots of movies to watch at home. But at the movie theater, usually they would have this beautiful popcorn and Coke, and it would be in this, real glass. And what were they trying to do? They were trying to get us to want Coca-Cola and popcorn. Well, we are going to experiment with making what I like to call InfoPics, a picture that you're going to put some text with. But the subject we're going to do that on is our responsible use policy. So I recorded for you this last week a video that is a little long. It's like 16 minutes long, but it goes through our entire responsible use policy. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to choose 5 different things in that responsible use policy, and you're going to make an InfoPic about each one. And in Seesaw, where you're going to see this activity, I have some examples for you to take a look at. In fact, I have a link to a Google slideshow, and you're going to click that link, and it's going to open and ask if you want a copy. And you're going to make a copy, and all of your instructions for the activity are inside that slideshow, all right? So you're going to be making 5 of these InfoPics. Be creative. The website that I'd like for you to use for your pictures is called Unsplash, unsplash.com. And that is a website, I think I might have mentioned it before, we use it a lot. It is a website where the photographers have given their pictures away so that people can do whatever they want with those pictures, all right? So after you get approval from me for your InfoPics, I want you to go ahead and turn in your favorite 2 to our Seesaw. And so other people in the class are going to be able to see that. And we'll have to think about how that's going to work, because our Seesaw is a little bit different. You can't see everybody's work. And so what we might end up doing is, I'll actually put this into the video, but you're going to turn in your slideshow to me, and then I think I'll just have you tell me what your 2 favorites are, and then maybe I'll post those into Seesaw and tag everybody. That way everybody will get to see it. When you turn stuff in, when we're doing home learning in Seesaw, you and your parents and I are the only ones that can see your work, because we have that kind of changed a little bit. So, very last thing, if you have any technical questions at all, meaning like your computer's not working, you are having trouble being able to see a video, something like that, remember that you and your parents and brothers and sisters, anybody at Casady, can send an email to helpdesk@casady.org. All right, so you just send an email to that address. We have a team of us, and that's part of what else I'm doing besides teaching, is answering those questions and helping students, parents, and teachers who are having questions about that. So that's what I wanted to share. I hope that you have a great week of learning. I miss you. I wish that we were going to be in class together, but I'm also honestly looking forward to some of the opportunities that this remote learning and learning at home is going to have. So let me know when you have questions. I'm here to help you, and let's have a great week together, okay? I will see you on Seesaw soon.